Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the 1967 Washington quarter. This is a coin from the United States, and one interesting thing about it is that it has no mint mark. You might have seen videos or websites claiming these coins are worth a lot of money. Some people even say their 1967 quarter is worth $25,000 or more. That is a huge number, especially considering this coin is normally worth just 25 cents. But is that claim true? Let's take a careful look at the coin, what makes certain ones special, and how much it can realistically be worth when everything lines up perfectly. This coin was made in 1967. It is called a Washington quarter because it features a portrait of George Washington on the front. That side of the coin is known as the obverse. On the obverse, you will also see the word Liberty across the top and the phrase, "In God We Trust," near Washington's profile. When you flip the coin over, you see the reverse side. This shows a bold eagle with its wings open, clutching a bundle of arrows, with two olive branches under it. Around the edge you will see the words, United States of America, on the top and $quarter at the bottom. This design was used for many years, making it very familiar to people who handle older coins. This coin was originally made for everyday spending. That means its face value is 25 cents. You could use it to buy items, put it in a vending machine, feed a parking meter, or exchange it just like any other quarter. But coin collectors often treat coins differently than the general public. Collectors search for coins with rare features, unusual mistakes, or high-quality preservation. If a coin is rare or special in some way, its value can be much higher than 25 cents. That is why some people think their 1967 quarter might be worth thousands of dollars. One important fact to understand is how many of these coins were made. In 1967, the U.S. Mint produced more than 1.5 billion Washington quarters. That is a huge amount. When a coin is made in such large numbers, most of them remain very common. You can still find 1,967 quarters and change today. Because they are so plentiful, most of them are not rare or valuable. This is one reason most 1967 quarters are only worth their face value. There is something else that confuses people, the missing mint mark. Usually, U.S. coins have a small letter to show where the coin was made. P means Philadelphia, D means Denver, and S means San Francisco. But from 1965 to 1967, the U.S. Mint removed all mint marks from circulating coins. They did this because people were searching too much for coins from certain mints, which caused coin shortages. So every 1967 quarter was made without a mint mark on purpose. If your coin has no mint mark, that is completely normal. It does not make the coin rare or valuable by itself. Another important thing to know is that 1,967 quarters contain no silver. Before 1965, U.S. quarters were made of 90% silver. But after 1964, the government stopped using silver in most coins. Instead, they switched to a copper core sandwiched between two layers of copper-nickel. This metal combination is called a clad composition. So the 1967 quarter has no special metal value. It is simply worth whatever a collector might pay for the coin based on condition or errors. Condition makes a huge difference in coin value. If a coin is old but has been used a lot, it will have scratches, worn edges, dull surfaces, and lots of marks from circulation. These are called circulated coins. A circulated 1967 quarter is almost always worth 25 cents, maybe 50 cents or $1 if it looks very nice. But collectors want coins with no wear at all. These are called uncirculated coins. Uncirculated coins look bright, sharp, and new. A regular 1967 quarter in uncirculated condition might be worth $5 to $10. Not a fortune, but definitely more than face value. However, the coins that can be worth a lot more are the ones with rare minting errors. Mint errors are mistakes that happen during the coin-making process. Some are common and add very little value. But some are rare and dramatic, and collectors are willing to pay hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands for them. One valuable mint error is a wrong planchet error. A planchet is the blank disc of metal before it is stamped into a coin. Sometimes, by accident, a quarter is struck on the wrong metal blank. For example, A 1967 quarter struck on a penny planchet will appear smaller and copper-colored. Errors like this are rare. They can sell for more than $2,000, and if the coin is in excellent condition, the value can be even higher. But it is very important to have such coins checked by professionals, because some people try to fake errors. Another error is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not lined up correctly inside the machine when the design is stamped. The result is a coin with part of the design missing and part of the coin blank. Small off-center strikes, like 5% or 10% off, might sell for around $50 to $100. Bigger off-center strikes, especially ones where the date is still visible, can be worth even more. Then there is the clipped planchet error. This happens when the machine that cuts the metal blanks overlaps cuts, causing a blank that is missing a curved section. It looks like a bite was taken out of the coin. A clipped planchet error can add $50 or more to the value. Another interesting error is when the outer clad layer is missing. Because the 1967 quarter has a copper core and a silver-colored outer layer, losing that outer layer can make the coin look reddish. This is called a missing clad layer error. One example graded MS-64 sold for around $80. Better grades can go higher. The double die error is also important, though rare for 1967 quarters. This happens when the design is stamped twice with a slight shift. You might see doubled letters or numbers. Depending on how strong the doubling is, a double die coin can be very valuable. Now, the most famous valuable 1967 quarters come from something called special mint sets, or SMS coins. These were made from 1965 to 1967 instead of regular proof sets. SMS coins look much nicer than regular coins because they were struck with special dies and received extra care. They have sharper details, smoother surfaces, and a more polished appearance. Most SMS quarters are worth just a few dollars. But a few ultra-high-grade SMS coins are extremely rare. One 1967 SMS quarter graded SP68 sold for over $8,000. That is already impressive. But the highest graded, best-looking SMS examples can reach values as high as $25,000. These coins are extremely rare, and only a tiny number exist at that quality. So if someone claims their 1967 quarter is worth $25,000, it is possible, but only if the coin is extremely special. It must be an SMS coin in near-perfect condition, or it must have a major mint error, or it must be professionally graded at an exceptionally high level. A regular 1967 quarter found in your change is not worth $25,000. Most are worth only their face value. This is why you should be careful when watching online videos. Many people show coins and say they are worth thousands, but they never tell you that the coin must be in top condition. They also do not mention that only a few coins actually sell for such high prices. Many listings on auction sites show coins priced at huge amounts, but those are just asking prices. The real value is what someone actually pays. If you have a 1967 quarter and want to know if it is special, you can follow a few simple steps. First, check the condition. Is the coin shiny and clean? Does it have scratches or smudges? Are the details sharp? Second, look for errors. Does it look off-center? Is the edge clipped? Is the color unusual? Third, consider sending the coin to a professional grading service like pcgs or NGC. They will grade the coin, confirm any errors, and put it in a protective holder. A graded coin is much easier to sell for a high price. Most people will not pay thousands of dollars for a coin unless it is graded by a trusted company. Grading gives buyers confidence that they are getting what they think they are getting. It also gives you, the owner, proof of the coin's condition and authenticity. Here is a simple summary of common values. A normal circulated 1967 quarter is worth 25 cents. A nice uncirculated one may be worth $5 to $10. A coin with a small error might bring $50 to $100. Larger errors can be worth $100 to $300. A wrong planchet error can be worth over $1,000. A very high-grade SMS coin can be worth several $1,000s. And the rarest, highest-graded SMS examples or dramatic error coins can reach the $25,000 level. So yes, it is possible that a 1967 Washington quarter can be worth $25,000. But that does not mean every 1967 quarter is worth that amount. Most are not even close. Only a tiny number have the right features, the right condition, and the right grading to reach such a high value. If you want to learn more, explore trusted coin websites, check real auction results, talk to coin experts, and join online coin groups. Always take clear photos of your coins and ask questions if you are unsure. Coin collecting can be a fun hobby, and sometimes you might find a special coin. But always be realistic and do your research. Thank you for watching. If this helped you understand the real value of the 1967 Washington quarter, be sure to give a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more videos about rare and interesting coins. See you next time, and happy coin hunting!